Hello everybody, Kenoushi here, back with another all-star tower defense video. Today we're going to be talking about the update that we got literally yesterday. The April update. We got some new units, kind of a new mode, and we also lost a few units as well. So I'm going to be covering all of that in this video as quickly as possible. Alright, so let's just get the new mode out the way. Basically, you have normal mode, which is how the game normally runs, and extreme mode. Extreme mode is very, very difficult. I would not advise trying to do it unless you are very skilled at the game, because that thing is just crazy. But you get 3 times the unit rewards if you complete it. So at the beginning of it, you get to vote if you want to do normal or extreme. But like I said, extreme is super difficult. So yeah. Do that at your own risk. Alright, so that's the new mode. Let's go on to the units. We got our newest 6-star Jotaro Kujo from part 4. I think he is really good. He is a single target unit, but you know, he's a 6-star, meaning that his upgrades are very cheap. I have yet to see a 6-star who has like super expensive upgrades other than like Blackbeard and Whitebeard. Well, there's a few of them. Anywho, but super cheap upgrades right here. For Jotaro, I believe on his last upgrade is when he gets that his time stop ability, or maybe it's the third one. I can't remember exactly which, but very cheap to get to. His time stop freezes the entire map. So yeah, he's single unit, but look at this damage he's doing at level 1. 9.9k, like that's insane damage. So if you can get Jotaro, I say get Jotaro. He's the best time stop unit in game, hands down. Alright, next up, we have 5-star Meliodas. Yeah, I agree, recommended for beginners. You know, he's decent. I think he's decent enough. Let's just look at his final upgrade. He's doing 2.8k damage, 25 range, 4.7 attack. Yeah. His upgrades also not expensive. They're not too expensive. And yeah, this damage, it's really good. The range is decent. The speed per attack is decent, so I wouldn't break the bank for this guy, but he is a lot better than most units. Alright. Also, we got 5-star Trunks. 5-star Trunks, I'd say, you know, is also pretty, he's in the same boat. He's pretty decent too, yeah. Probably recommended for everyone. I'd say recommended for beginners. Now, he does have, you know, a way bigger range than Meliodas. He attacks quicker than Meliodas, and he does more damage than Meliodas. So he is better than Meliodas on that front. However, I think he still attacks, you know, just way too slow to be kind of feasible for like later maps or anything like that. But he is still a good unit nonetheless. But I wouldn't break the bank for this guy, personally. Alright, now this is 4-star Escanor. 4-star Escanor, in my opinion, is probably a better moneymaker than Bulma. Now, his does cost a little extra, especially this gap right here. This gap is is a little difficult to get through, to go from the jump from 275 to 800, and then this jump from 800 to 1750, then this jump. Like his jumps are a little more difficult to reach, but you are making more money, and you also get more money for selling these units back on that final wave, that wave 15. But yeah, like if you compare a level 1 Escanor final wave to a level 1 Bulma final wave, he's making like roughly a little more than $100 more than a Bulma. So if you have them, I'd use them, especially if you're able to upgrade them to 5-star Escanor, who is the first self-buffer unit that we get to see in this update. Basically, he starts Cone AoE. His upgrades, not super expensive either. So, and he does insane damage, and I think after the first upgrade, he gets a thing called Growing Days, where he gets 20 extra damage per wave that permanently stays into his damage, which is, I think, is really, really good. And my friend has one at level 30, and his does 26 damage per wave. So it does increase the more levels you put into the unit, but it's not a dramatic increase, you know. But I mean, it's still better than nothing, you know. So yeah, I'd highly recommend 5-star Escanor, and I have a feeling they might give him a 6-star just because I know he has something called like High Noon or something where he's like invincible or something like that. So they might add a 6-star Escanor as well, but we'll have to see in a future date. But 5-star Escanor, really good. 4-star Escanor, really good. Next we have 5-star Maka. She starts off full AoE, then turns into cone AoE. She still has her bleed damage. They say not recommended. I can kind of see why, considering that you have to go from 1500 upgrade to 3k and then 4k. She is an expensive unit, but she does attack fairly fast, and her range is decent enough and her damage is decent enough. So I mean, I can see why she's not recommended, just because it's going to cost you quite a bit to get these last 2 upgrades. But other than that, I don't think she's like a terrible unit, you know. And then lastly, for new units that are 5-star, we have Armin. Armin is also not recommended. I agree with that. I mean, he does do incredible damage. He's doing 20k on his final upgrade. The only problem is he's super expensive, his range is super short, and his seconds per attack is way too long. Like, it's like Broly level long, and I just feel like it's not worth it at that point. Maybe if the range got buffed, he'd be a decent unit, but as of right now, I would not recommend him. And then, speaking of units that got buffed, we have Broly. Broly has actually been buffed to get the self-buffer role, where he also gains damage. I'm not sure how much he gains, but on his 4th upgrade it says his damage is increased by each wave. I don't think it's increased by 175. I don't think it's increased by that much, although that would be kind of crazy if that were the case. But that is on his final upgrade. It looks like that he gets that damage buff. But again, I'm not sure how much of a buff he gets per wave, but yeah, he gets a buff. So 16 seconds per attack still, though. His range 52 is full AoE, so who knows? It really depends on how much that damage is getting increased by each wave. I mean, by the time you're getting to that 4th upgrade, it's going to be late in the game, so he might be more useful in Infinity mode, where you know you're able to get more wave buffs. But as of right now, I still don't. I'm not sure if the recommended for everyone is true or not, but I'll check back in with you guys when I get more information on it. Other units, Jinbei is no longer available, so we might get a new 5-star Jinbei like we did with Ichigo, and same thing with Hawks. Hawks is also is no longer unobtainable, so we might get a new 5-star Hawks as well. So yeah, that's it for the units. There are a few. I know there's a 4-star Nico Robin, but she didn't really impress me too much. And there's also a 3-star Def the Kid. He did not impress me. He's a 3-star. No. Oh, and there's also a 4-star Trunks. So you have a 4-star Trunks that is able to evolve into 5-star Trunks. But 4-star Trunks is definitely weaker than 5-star. But yeah, that was the update. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. But until then, bye.